It's a little shaky. I probably should have taped the whole argument. That would have been funny. Where we just had about taping. He didn't want to be on camera. Not that I want to be on camera, but he's like, we'll just talk and tape the road. Nobody wants to see us drive down the highway. He's like, well, so-and-so did that and it worked out nice. And I'm like, I was on the way home from a golf course. It wasn't a highway.
I'd like to see it.
Yes, people want to listen to us talk about what happened at Aera instead of, well, they listen while we drive down the highway.
Yeah, I was supposed to be, she takes the side, so,
you probably need to speak up.
yeah. Well, on our way back from Liberty Engine Parts in Charlotte, North Carolina, from the event that they had with the AERA, which actually was really glad that we went there and did it, even though it was a 9.5-hour drive to sit there and do it.
Probably would have been like 9, maybe 8.5 if we didn't hit traffic 4 times.
Because we left right in the heart of traffic. But it was like a mini, it was, a mini seminar. I mean, they had so many vendors there that, along with the seminars on how to pick the correct connecting rod, how to pick the, rod bearing failure, main bearing failure, oil, as a gasket, Lake Speed did that.
Yeah, there were a lot of oil companies there, and then Lake Speed did a whole oil seminar. There was a seminar from Mall. There was a seminar on bearings. They had door prizes for like everybody. We actually walked out with 3.
Which we
normally don't win anything.
We normally don't win anything. And actually, we walked out with a part that actually would fit our car.
Yeah, it was like right at the end. I think it was actually the last prize too. They were like, and it's a flex plate, so I'm like, great, it's probably for a small block Chevy. So I was already thinking about putting on Marketplace. I was just waiting to take a picture of the box. And I looked at the sticker and it said for a Ford 302, and I was like, we never get lucky like that. So, which is good because we did need a new flex plate.
Yeah. But really, it was like a mini PRI. I mean, you can really get like intimate with the people making the parts, and asking like how things are going on with, their manufacturing. Like we got to talk to
if it's getting back to normal.
Yeah, got to talk to Cometic, Lucas, Mall, Sonnen. Even had to stop at Sonnen, since I used to run a CK10. But it really was a very nice venue. It was worth the trip.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's really shaky. The road's kind of bumpy.
I didn't get my deep fried tacos from Jack in the Box for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool because it was like a mini PRI, but it was more personal, I guess. Sometimes you go to PRI, and especially if you've been to PRI, the last day, like Saturday, everybody's kind of checking out. Like, they're not all there. They're not as sharp. And, because they're tired. They want to go home. But here, since it was such a short pace, such a short time frame, I guess, not so much a pace, you were able to get more intimate with the people and actually build those connections and get that knowledge that maybe sometimes you would miss at PRI, because it really is like information overload. You get all this information at PRI, and you probably only walk out with, like, I would say 70% of what you actually learn at PRI, because it's just so overwhelming.
Comes back to you, it's like, well, where did I hear that? Oh yeah, it comes to you like 6 months later. It's like, well, where did I hear that? Yeah, that was a PRI. Because it is, it really, you do get hit. It's like
this road is so bad.
It's like 3 days really isn't enough for PRI, particularly like when they were having good seminars.
But it is enough because I can't take another day off of work.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If you could take a full week off of work, if it was a full week, it'd be a different story. But you can't take that many days off of work.
Yeah, so it worked out really well. I mean, Liberty Engine Parts, they did excellent job with the catering. Excellent job,
Buca de Beppo.
Yeah, Buca de Beppo catering. The donuts in the morning, they were, we had to even stop at the donut place to bring them back to Jersey. So.
They were really good donuts. I'm like waiting for this to finish so I can eat another one. I'll work it off at the gym tomorrow.
And the neat thing too is like so many people have like so many nice things to say about dealing with like Liberty Engine Parts. And even back when we go to PRI and we go to the AERA banquets that they have, when we sit down, we talk to people, and we talk about, before Liberty Engine Parts, it was automotive remanufacturers, and
Dad used to work there.
Yeah, and the things that like these people say like about Armand Mancini, who was the founder of it, like they speak so highly of it, and they're right into selling parts now. They're not even selling engines, but it's a very well-known company, and they're very good at what they do. So.
And it's always cool because we've only ever been to the Pennsauken warehouse because it's not far from our house. So to actually get out and see another Liberty Engine Parts facility, and it's always top of the line stuff. You walk in and it's very organized, it's very neat, so it's very clean. So you can walk into the Pennsauken one or anyone, I'm sure, and it's immaculate in there. And I'm sure they didn't just do it because we were coming this weekend, because we've surprised them before with walking into a Pennsauken one.
Well, that's how the machine shop was, like with Armin. I mean, like you weren't walking.
The machine shop has to be clean.
Everything, yeah. Well, everything was just so well organized. Even when we were working out of the small building at Passyunk Avenue. I mean, it was just, he knew how to run a company, and he got good people behind him. He was a smart man. And it all started out of selling used transmissions out of the back of a pickup truck. They went from that to what they have now.
And I have to say, my favorite part though would be the food that we can't get in the Northeast, like the Cheddars, the O'Charlie's. So I know they're chains,
Jack
but
in the Box.
Dad did not get his Jack in the Box. It said they were open 20. In my defense, it said they were open 24 hours. Because here's the thing: we got the donuts, then we went to Waffle House for breakfast. Then he was like, "Okay, let's go to Jack in the Box." I'm like, "I don't know how you can eat that much food," but it said they were open 24 hours. They were indeed not, but I did try. It said on Google that they were open 24 hours, and when I put in GPS, it said they were open too. So, sorry. Maybe to get PRI, he'll get his Jack in the Box tacos.
Again, there's still the deep fried taco shortage because we stopped at Sheets and they didn't have them either. So
it's not a bad thing.
It's a bad thing. Breakfast of champions.
It's not. But all right. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, it was a very good venue. Like again, we got to talk to a lot of manufacturers. Things are getting better, and them getting manufacturers getting inventory back. So even getting custom stuff done. Like a lot of the piston companies are saying they're like 8 weeks out on custom pistons.
Yeah, I would say 8 to 12.
Yeah.
Because we talked to a couple different companies.
Yeah, where a year ago you couldn't get an off-the-shelf piston within a year or so. To get a custom piston in 8 to 12 weeks, we're moving in the right direction now. So that's a good thing.
And AFR's coming out with a new small block Ford cylinder head, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, we thought it was a little bit further down the road than it is, but it sounds like it's a little bit closer than we thought. So
yeah, and I think too, like that was like before everything got turned off at PRI. There was like a lot of buzzing about like, well, wait till next year, wait till next year, wait till next year, and then we shut everything off. And I think that delayed an awful lot of stuff because some people that we would talk to are like, oh yeah, it's the same old at PRI, and they're like, yeah, well, just wait, like everything got turned off. So these projects that they had on, that were going to come online a couple of years ago that now got delayed. Now people are getting back on track, so we are going to probably seeing a lot of new products coming down the road soon. So it should be very interesting in the next year or two.
I think it's going to change a lot too, because I feel like this past year at PRI was more of a push towards the motorsports marketing side. There was a lot of sponsorship seminars and how to get a sponsor for motorsports. But I think this coming year, I could be wrong, but I think this coming year you're going to see a big technical push, because I think a lot of different companies are going to launch several new products. I know that was something that was talked about at AERA. It was different companies coming out with new products and trying to push different markets and trying to hit the versatility of different classes of racers. So I know that's something I found interesting. So it'll be cool to see it at PRI in December. And
the thing is just to sit there and see, like, after everything being turned off, that you are starting to see some money and capital flow into these industries. And like a couple of years ago, it's even think about talking to somebody about, you know, a sponsorship, be it product or monetary or discount or whatever, and it'd be like, no, you know. And now, you know, just knowing some people that are, you know, getting help. I mean, Racers News Network is getting help now with their show. Bobby Fossey is getting help now with their show. You know, so these are all good signs for the motorsports industry that, you know, people are looking at it, people are investing in it. So, you know, we're not going away, which is a good thing. You know, because I think I'd be really bored if we went away. So
I guess that's it. So, almost out of North Carolina. Probably not, but I feel like we are.
You'd be surprised.
I feel like we're getting close because we're in the Winston-Salem area. So I'm not a North Carolina expert, but I do know he has to take this exit that's over here.
We're getting better at it. You know, we did find out that we were very close to South Carolina.
We actually did eat dinner in South Carolina, so there was that.
Yeah.
We did not know until we saw the sign as a welcome to South Carolina.
If we did something the old-fashioned way, not use a GPS and use an atlas, I would have known that. But
the South Carolina restaurant was closer anyway, though, so it was fine. We didn't have to pay at a toll or anything.
Yeah,
but
unlike New Jersey.
Yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for more news, I guess, and we'll be working on our car next week.
Yeah. And by the way, we came in second with racing the airplanes down here. So we had one that was a 2-hour flight. We weren't beating them. The other one was 6 hours, 20 minutes. The other one was 7 hours, 30 minutes.
Yeah, but you also couldn't work on Friday. You had to take Friday off work.
Yeah, we would have had to take off Friday to get onto the plane. So we just did a hypothetical time. And when you consider it would take an hour to get to any of those airports, and we would have to be there 3 hours ahead of schedule for TSA. That gave us a 4-hour head start. So the 2-hour plane, it would have been 6 hours, and we got there in 9 hours and 28 minutes. So, and again, that was to the door of the hotel where we would have got off the plane and had to
I think we might have missed a turn too.
Yeah, get in the cab and go an extra, 20 minutes. So we were probably about 9 hours behind the,
9 hours?
Yeah, we would have been, it would have been more or less like add a half an hour to the first place airplane that beat us there. So it's still, they would have beat us by about 2.5 hours, which isn't really bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad drive. We did hit about half an hour worth of traffic that slowed us up, but
4 times.
It wasn't a bad drive. So if you guys want to enjoy the country, it's not a bad way to do it. And the truck got unbelievable fuel economy. We were doing about 23 miles a gallon.
Yeah, we're at 23.2 right now.
Yeah. Currently, we just filled up probably about 20 miles ago, and we're 494 miles till empty. So killer range. We almost made it down there on a full tank of gas. So, and our fuel stops are about 5 minutes when we did have to do our first fuel stop. So it was pretty reasonable.
Yes.
A lot cheaper than the airplane ticket. That was $555 because we were going to be booking that at the last minute.
So
for
next
one person.
week. Yeah. So next week we're going to be working on the Fox body. We might be putting a steering column in because that's supposed to be coming from Team C this week. So we'll get some footage of that and then hopefully do some engine rebuilding if we're picking up our block and pistons from the machine shop. That's the goal.
The goal is our next road trip is New York to go get the transmission. So.
Oh, I forgot about that. We do have to do that. But we are also going to be putting the steering column in next week. Correct. He's nodding his head.
Yeah, that's the goal.
The goal, pick up the transmission from New York, from Eddie at Select, and then put the steering column in on Sunday. Hopefully the weather is okay, because it will be done outside most likely.
Yeah.
But
no, it will be done outside, probably in 6 feet of snow. But, we'll see, because we're due for, we haven't really got hit this year, so.
Well, Mom did say it was snowing back home. So, as long as I don't have to be there for it. So, that'll be next week, so stay tuned.